we've been doing some fairly free-form bootstrapping and HTML, CSS the last couple of days. I'm just going to get you to do an activity now, or recap the activity that we've already done, and just spend the next 2 days just making sure we've got a couple of Bootstrap basics right. So what I'm going to do is we're going to carry on using the videos we've already got, but we're going to have a little bit more structure about how they're put in here. So I'm going to start off with a big old Jumbotron. Everyone loves a Jumbotron. And of course, the way we always work with these things, an embed page, we'll come back to that in a minute, is copy and paste is our thing. So we're going to have a nice big Jumbotron here. Just a reminder, in your CSS, you need to make sure you've searched for Bootstrap here. So you've got your Twitter Bootstrap down here. Bootstrap tutorial, that's not what I want to see. I want to see digital competencies as the heading. Digital competencies. Will do. I'm not going to worry about this paragraph. I'm going to just embed a big old video right here. So let's go and grab that video. This is one of them. So going to share, embed, grab the embed code, and back into my pen, paste that there. Now, what I don't like about this is the size. It's too small. If we put it full screen, it just stays the same size. I know you can always like hit the maximize button on the YouTube video, but that's not the look I'm going for on this page. What I want is a big old video right at the top to play, and then perhaps a little row of 3 videos nice and evenly spaced along the bottom. That's what I'm aiming for. So I noticed that we've got a width and a height specified here, so we don't want that. That's not going to do us any good, but I think that's not solved our problem. It just makes it teeny weeny, which is no good. So I googled it, and back to this haircut, this beautiful little page here, and it tells you exactly how to go about making your embedded video responsive. It says you've got to have this embed responsive 16:9 video. I think you can do different aspect ratios as well. I think 16:9 is pretty standard. And this here. So I'm just going to be a little bit cunning because it's got exactly the same format that we've got in ours, but it's got a div over here and this bit here. So I'm just going to copy that bit, and I'll need to remember to put the / div in afterwards. Where were we? We were here. So if I just paste over the top of that, yeah, I think that's right. And then yep, the magic has happened. We've got a nice big responsive video. Let's have a look at that in full size. And of course, if I go F12 into developer view, and I can see what it looks like in different devices, Pixel 2 XL, a iPhone X, or back to, sorry, this kind of size. It looks good at all those sizes. It's done what we wanted it to. So that's awesome. So that's kind of modeling using W3 schools and using Google and Get Bootstrap to just make things work. So having done that with the Jumbotron, I want you to do the same with cards along the bottom. So where are we? So we're in here, Bootstrap for cards. Cards I think are awesome, and they're really nice ways to, you know, you can see they work well with a picture and some text as well, but they work really nicely with little YouTube videos in them. And what I'm looking for is to have this one big video at the top, and then maybe 3 videos nice and evenly spaced underneath. And in terms of getting them alongside each other and spacing them, you know, look it up, try a few things. There's a few examples that might be useful. So for example, down here, if you want to go hardcore, you can do card columns. Card columns are nice, and it shows you exactly how to do it. Class equals card column, class equals card, and then you can have a card body. And instead of having a paragraph here, you could have that YouTube embed. That would work just fine. Or of course you can do a row and columns as per grid basic and fit them in that way. That would be 100% fine as well. So that's what I'm asking you to do today. and tomorrow, because I think that's enough. I don't want to like push it too hard and too fast, but do feel free if like that's way too easy. Just dive in and grab a, like you can stick a something cool like a carousel, or you could have spinners. Everyone loves spinners, they're really fantastic. Look at that. Whatever you like, you know, if you want to, but what I'm really looking for is a big Jumbotron with a YouTube video and then some YouTube videos pasted nicely underneath. I think that takes us to a good place.